Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into some major stories that are shaping the landscape of Pakistan and the broader region. These aren't just headlines. They're complex issues with far-reaching consequences for millions of people. From diplomatic tensions over shared water resources to the devastating aftermath of natural disasters and a silent public health crisis, there's a lot to unpack. So let's get right into it. First up, a story that touches upon the very lifeline of the region: water. Tensions between India and Pakistan have once again flared up, this time centered on the Indus Waters Treaty. This treaty, signed back in 1960 and brokered by the World Bank, has been a cornerstone of water sharing between the two nations for over 6 decades. It dictates how the waters of the Indus River system, which includes 6 major rivers, are divided. Essentially, Pakistan gets control over the western rivers, the Indus, Jhelum, and Chenab, while India controls the eastern rivers, the Ravi, Beas, and Sutlej. However, recent developments have put this long-standing agreement under immense strain. India has recently announced its intention to fast-track several hydroelectric projects on the Chenab River. This move follows a period of heightened diplomatic friction and public statements from India about reconsidering the treaty's terms. For Pakistan, which is a lower riparian country and heavily dependent on the Chenab for agriculture and daily water needs, this is a major cause for concern. The fear is that these projects could give India the ability to control or restrict the flow of water, particularly during critical dry seasons, which could have a catastrophic impact on Pakistan's agricultural heartland in Punjab and Sindh. This isn't just about water. It's deeply intertwined with the complex political history between the two nuclear-armed neighbors. Any perceived change to the Indus Waters Treaty is seen in Pakistan not just as a technical or engineering issue, but as a strategic move by India. The treaty has survived multiple wars and standoffs, often cited as a rare example of successful conflict resolution. Its potential unraveling now could open a new, dangerous front in their already tense relationship. International observers are watching closely, as water scarcity is increasingly becoming a trigger for conflict globally. The situation on the Chenab is a stark reminder of how environmental resources are at the heart of regional stability. Now let's shift our focus to a crisis that is unfolding within Pakistan's borders, the devastating aftermath of the 2025 monsoon floods. This year's monsoon season was exceptionally severe, bringing unprecedented rainfall that overwhelmed rivers, burst banks, and caused widespread flash flooding across multiple provinces. Sindh and Balochistan have been hit the hardest, but parts of Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa have also suffered immense damage. The scale of this disaster is staggering. Entire villages have been submerged, millions have been displaced from their homes, and critical infrastructure like roads, bridges, and power lines has been washed away. The human toll is heartbreaking. Families have lost everything: their homes, their livestock, their life savings. Many are now living in temporary camps with limited access to clean water, food, and medical care. The risk of waterborne diseases like cholera and typhoid is extremely high in these conditions, creating a secondary health crisis that is just as deadly as the floods themselves. The loss of agricultural land is another huge blow. Vast tracts of fertile land, which were just about to be harvested, are now underwater. This not only destroys the livelihoods of millions of farmers but also poses a serious threat to Pakistan's food security in the months and years to come. The international community has responded with pledges of aid, and relief efforts are underway. However, the sheer scale of the devastation makes it an incredibly challenging task. Getting aid to remote, cut-off areas is a logistical nightmare. This disaster has once again highlighted Pakistan's extreme vulnerability to climate change. Scientists have been warning for years that the country is a hotspot for climate-related events, from extreme heat waves to glacial melt and intense monsoons. The 2025 floods are a tragic and powerful testament to that reality. The conversation is now shifting from immediate relief to long-term recovery and, crucially, how to build a more resilient infrastructure that can withstand the climate shocks of the future. Finally, we turn to a quieter but equally insidious crisis: air pollution. For several months now, the city of Lahore has consistently ranked among the world's most polluted cities. On many days, its air quality index, or AQI, has soared to hazardous levels, far exceeding what the World Health Organization considers safe. For the millions of residents in Lahore, this isn't an abstract statistic. It's their daily reality. A thick toxic smog often blankets the city, reducing visibility, causing respiratory problems, and forcing people to stay indoors. What's causing this? It's a complex mix of factors. Vehicle emissions from millions of cars and motorcycles, industrial pollution from factories surrounding the city, smoke from brick kilns, and the seasonal practice of crop burning in both Pakistan and neighboring India all contribute to this toxic cocktail. During the winter months, a weather phenomenon known as temperature inversion traps these pollutants close to the ground, creating the dense smog that has become synonymous with Lahore's winters. The health impacts are severe. Hospitals report a surge in patients with asthma, bronchitis, and other respiratory illnesses during the smog season. Children and the elderly are particularly vulnerable. But the long-term effects are even more worrying, with studies linking prolonged exposure to air pollution with heart disease, lung cancer, and reduced life expectancy. This is a public health emergency that affects everyone, regardless of their social or economic status. The government has tried to implement measures like closing schools, banning certain industrial activities, and promoting artificial rain, but these are often temporary fixes. Critics argue that a much more comprehensive and sustained strategy is needed. This would involve a major shift to cleaner fuels, stricter emission standards for vehicles and industries, better urban planning, and cross-border cooperation with India to address agricultural burning. The fight for clean air in Lahore is a fight for the health and well-being of its citizens, and it's a battle that has become increasingly urgent. So, as we've seen, Pakistan is currently navigating a convergence of critical challenges. The diplomatic chess game over the Indus waters, the colossal task of recovering from the 2025 floods, and the suffocating grip of air pollution in its major cities. Each of these stories is complex, with deep historical roots and profound implications for the future. They highlight the intricate links between geopolitics, climate change, and public health in one of the world's most dynamic and volatile regions. These are not just Pakistani problems. They are regional and global issues that demand our attention. Water security, climate resilience, and air quality are challenges that transcend borders. What happens on the Chenab River, in the flood-affected plains of Sindh, or in the smog-filled streets of Lahore has ripple effects that are felt far and wide. We'll continue to follow these stories as they develop and bring you the latest analysis. Thank you for joining us today for this in-depth look at the key issues impacting Pakistan. We believe it's crucial to understand the complexities behind the headlines. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more content like this. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss our future updates. We'd also love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thanks for watching. Like, comments and share. Thanks for watching. Like, comments and share.